Now for part 2, what I'd like to do is ask you to engage in a little thought experiment. I've never done this with a group before, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. I know how I think it's going to turn out. Let me give you a little background. I was having dinner with my 16-year-old, well, then 15-year-old son, and he was telling me about this fantastic computer game. And the premise of the game is that these superior beings that are really like machines have the power to exterminate all humankind. And humans have to send essentially an ambassador before these machines, these UBA beings, these UBA machines, to try to justify why they should exist. Why should humans exist? So I'm going to call this little exercise today, Why People? Now, let's put ourselves in this framework. We're meeting because the United States, well, the whole world, is being threatened by some alien race of creatures. And they want to do us in. They want to finish us off. So, one of you gets to be the ambassador. Who would like to be the ambassador to this alien race? You'll have a safe escort, I promise you. Oh, come on. We need a decision maker in here. Okay, Andy, you're going to do it. Okay. Now, Andy, would you come up then, please? You get to, you're tall, we'll all see you. You will intimidate the machines. That's right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a marker. These markers aren't working great today. This one is really trouble. This one's better. Okay. Now, what our job is for Andy, who's going to be our ambassador, is to tell him why we should be saved, why human beings are worth saving. And yes, this does have to do with leadership. I'll tie it together in about 15 minutes. Okay. Why should we exist?
Because we have intuition and machines don't.
Intuition. Human beings have intuition.
We care about each other.
We have compassion. We care about each other.
Okay.
Why else? What do we have that we don't know exists anywhere else in the cosmos?
We have creativity.
We have creativity. What else?
We use our whole body when making a decision.
Inquisitiveness?
Curiosity. Are we working on some C words here? Curiosity. What else?
The capacity for self-sacrifice.
The capacity for self-sacrifice. Good.
Gotta see that.
Gotta see this guy.
Andy, we got to keep the C's going. Capacity. I'm just teasing you. What else? What else do human beings have that no machine could ever possibly have? We have no evidence that exists elsewhere in the cosmos.
We have a soul.
Soul. A lot of people would argue we have a soul. What is a soul? Tell us your name, please.
Sandy.
Sandy. What is a soul, Sandy?
I think that's what's left when the physical body is gone.
So there is a core to the human person that endures, no matter what happens on the outside. Soul, good. What else?
We're adaptive.
Self-discipline. That would be, I think what Kefa is saying is very closely related to self-sacrifice. We can sacrifice the pleasure now by enduring a little pain for a longer-term benefit. Okay? What else?
There was one other
We're
one.
adaptive.
We're adaptive. That's where that adaptive intelligence we were talking about. we can go down one road, and that's kind of like our creativity, isn't it, in some ways, isn't it? So it's related to curiosity. Another C word that we had up on that board last hour. Courage. Kate, did you say that? Yes, courage. What else do we have? I mean, it's close to, Kathy, did you say compassion?
The
Who
L
said-
word.
Who said compassion?
I said intuition.
Oh, intuition. Who said compassion?
Well, I did, but I didn't say compassion exactly, but like we care about each other.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Another C word might be apt here. When we feel compassion or we want to show concern.
Caring.
Yeah, that's compassion.
Got an L word, love. It's not a C.
Love, that's right. The C word I'm thinking of is an amazing array of communication. I can communicate with words, numbers, symbols, a wink of an eye. Communication. We have this, we communicate with meaning. There's communication. Complex communication, in fact. Anything else?
What about reasoning? We can reason, machines can't do that. And think things through, like Kathy was mentioning earlier, we think with our whole
Well,
selves.
all right, if you're saying, computers do have a kind of reasoning, but if you're saying that we have the illative sense, it's the idea that we do make decisions with our whole body. I mean, it seems. Heart, mind, soul, in our bones, feel it, know it in our heart.
About moral value.
Yes, we ascribe moral value. Yes.
What was the last one?
Yeah, Mandy just said we reproduce.
We're fruitful.
We're fruitful.
Okay, we'll run with that.
Yeah.
About we're flawed, so probably more interesting than the superior beings, but also drawing on that, we have a capacity for sympathy and for empathy. We can put ourselves in each other's shoes.
We're flawed. I love it.
Um,
Just put self-conscious
just thinking,
of flaws. That we're not perfect. It teaches some people to be humble. Self-conscious of flaws, related to humility. What a great list. You are very thoughtful. Okay.
We have loyalty.
We have loyalty, great sentiment. Andy, I think we have a better and better chance of surviving from this onslaught of machines because of all the words you're putting up there.
I was gonna say, we work towards self-improvement.
Yes, related to the self, being aware of flaws. Anything else?
Related to creativity and curiosity and such, there is that ability to be innovative, to be entrepreneurial, to think of new things that we don't know if anyone else has ever come up with.
It's part of creativity, isn't it?
It is, it fits in with those, but it's something that machines aren't necessarily going to be able to do.
Right. Creativity, entrepreneurial.
Innovation.
Innovation,
and
exactly.
wanting to explore the cosmos, just to explore the cosmos.
Explorers.
You know, that's all,
Yeah.
that's all kind of the same.
That comes out of
Inquisitiveness.
curiosity.
It's all that inquisitiveness about everything.
Right. We explore out of our curiosity. We are entrepreneurs. We have vision out of our creativity.
We use Borston and say we're explorers and creators.
Yes.
There's
And discoverers.
discoverers, that's
Yeah.
the third.
Okay, we're on.
They say that artists create, scientists discover the laws of nature. Create and discover.